I'm Naan 2025 candidate. Naan Fellowship is providing us 7,500 fellowship for 1,000 candidates for 10 months. Along with they providing 25,000 fellowship for mains candidates and 50,000 fellowship for candidates who going for interview. Along with this financial support, they are also providing preliminary series, mains series, and also personality guidance for those going for interview, which gives financial support for downtrodden students from all over Tamil Nadu. I am much thankful for Tamil Nadu government for giving this opportunity along with Naan Mudhalvan team. Thank you.
கிடச்சிச்சு ஃபோன் என்கிட்ட போக மாட்டேங்குது. நம்பி ஃபோன் பண்ணி கேட்டோம். அது தொடர்ந்துச்சுன்னா நம்ம நம்ம மெயில் போட்டு லாகின் பண்ணிட்டு மை டிவைசஸ் போட்டு அதில் ஸ்கேன் பண்ணுவோம். இருக்கு, நான் போட்டிருக்கேன். ஸோ அதுதான் மறுபடியும் கேட்டு உங்களுக்கு கால் பண்ணிட்டேன். முன்னோடு தான் லைவ் போகும். எனக்கு வந்து ரெக்கார்டிங் பண்ணணும். எங்கே தான் இருக்கீங்களா? எங்கள் ஒரே ஃபேமிலி ஃப்ரெண்டில் பண்ணுங்க.
ஃபண்டிங் சொல்லுங்கள். ஆமாம்மா சார் நம்ம எல்லாமே வந்து சார் அமைச்சிட்டோம். பிசிசி சர்வீசஸ் ஆமாம் ஆமாம் சார் எஜுகேஷன் பண்ணிட்டோம், எல்லாமே அமைச்சிட்டோம். சரிங்க சரி ஓகே.
சார் தண்ணி
ஓகே. இந்த 2 சேரும் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம்.
பின்னாடி இங்கே கேப் இருக்கும் அவங்க உட்காந்து 2 பேர் தானே.
வேணும்
இங்கே நிறைய கேப்ஸ் இருக்கு பாருங்க. கேப் படிக்கும். அந்த கேப் கூட
ஸ்பேஸ் இடையில ஒன்று ஆக்குபை பண்ணுறேன். எப்போ சார் என்ன இங்கே உட்காந்துக்குங்க, தேவைங்கும் போது பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
வெங்கட்
எல்லாம் காசு இல்லை சார். எல்லாம் ஆஃபீஸில் சார் இது வந்தீங்கன்னா வேணாம், நானே வாங்கிக்கிறேன். வேண்டாம்
அங்கே கொடுக்க புக்ஸ் இருக்குல்ல, அந்த பெரிய பெரிய புக்ஸ் இருக்குல்ல, ஒரே புக் எடுத்து சரவணா
தேடிட்டே இருங்க.
Dear participant, may I have your kind attention please. It is with immense honor that we announce the arrival of our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Sajjan Yadav IAS, whose presence elevates the dignity of today's proceedings. I request all the participants to raise and join in extending a warm welcome to our chief guest. Sir. Sir, we are having a photo session, sir.
படிச்சுட்டு வேண்டாம்
AV, yeah.
is a program to the college students preparing for civil service examination. The concept of Kudimai Paniyatrupadai is to catch them young. The word Kudimai Paniyatrupadai means guiding path to civil service. It aims to create awareness to the college students in their first year, second year itself, so that they can decide their future and how to approach the exam, what is the syllabus of the examination, what option they have to take and other things. With this objective, All India Civil Service Coaching Center has launched this program with TUFIDCO. College students across Tamil Nadu are given guidance either through online or through offline. Each program is designed in such a way that a civil servant senior faculty or the principal and a successful civil servant will address the student. It acts as a success guidance that gives confidence to students who want to serve in the government and civil service. It was earlier conducted at Coimbatore Agricultural College, Srirangam Engineering College, Karikudi Alagapur College, Salem Arts and Science College and so many institutions. Today we are hosting the 10th edition of Kudimai Paniyatrupadai, a special program for aspirants to explore the civil service pathway and be inspired by real IAS officer success stories. The respected Additional Secretary of Union Government, Dr. Sajjan Yadav IAS, is going to interact with our students, and respected Finance Secretary of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Udhaya Chandran IAS, is going to explain the objective of this program.
Hi, I am Sanjay Raj, currently pursuing civil service. They also provide for us the good facilities such as digital libraries, classroom facilities, and e-libraries, and also conference halls, along with classrooms which are being taken by expert faculties in the UPSC field. And we also are given rooms facilities which are very good, and along with the 24/7 Wi-Fi facilities. Thank you AICSSC for providing us with such facilities.
Hello, this is Shruti from 2025 batch. For students who are unable to come in person, there is a free of cost YouTube channel AICSSC TN, through which they provide Mission 1000, Mission 100, Foundation course, Mains Eye Opener and interview guidance and free mock test series. The Naan Mudhalvan is also providing a perfect ambience for students to study by providing them study hall in Anna Nagar along with GS and CSAT mock test series and giving them guidance. Thank you TN government for providing this opportunity for the UPSC aspirants to achieve their goal. Thank you.
Hi, I am Shakti Priya, 2025 batch aspirant. Kudimai Paniyatru Padai is an online and offline session organized by All India Civil Services Coaching Center and TUFIDCO. So their objective is to create awareness, guide aspirants and provide them with the right direction to pursue their civil services dream. Through Kudimai Paniyatru Padai, experienced academicians, subject matter experts, serving and retired IAS officers and bureaucrats interact with college students to motivate them and give them insights and nuances of this examination with right career guidance. So the ultimate objective is to increase Tamil Nadu students' participation in civil services and other competitive exams. Thanks to All India Civil Services Coaching Center and to FIDCO.
Hi, this is Karthik from Chennai. Currently benefited from All India Civil Service Coaching Center and Naan Mudhalvan program. Government job seeking aspirants can get access through these 100 plus knowledge centers coordinated with TUFIDCO under municipal administration. These knowledge centers provide some great facilities like library, digital access for online sessions for various competitive exams like SSC, UPSC, TNPSC and railways. These programs also blends the online and offline sessions for the competitive exams for both job seekers as well as the aspirants. It empowers the youth of Tamil Nadu and foster a culture of lifelong learning and knowledge dissemination. Thank you for TUFIDCO and the Government of Tamil Nadu.
This is Srinath from Tiruchirappalli. I am Naan Mudhalvan 2025 candidate. Naan Mudhalvan fellowship is providing us 7,500 fellowship for 1,000 candidates for 10 months. Along with they are providing 25,000 fellowship for mains candidates and 50,000 fellowship for candidates who are going for interview. Along with this financial support, they are also providing quality preliminary test series, mains test series, and also personality guidance for students going for interview, which gives financial support for downtrodden students from all over the Tamil Nadu. I am much thankful for Tamil Nadu government for giving this opportunity along with Naan Mudhalvan team. Thank you.
Today's event is graced by an esteemed panel of leaders and visionaries whom we are inviting to the stage. Our principal, All India Civil Services Coaching Center, Dr. Sankara Saravanan sir. Our mission director, Thiru Sudhagaran IRPS. On behalf of Government of Tamil Nadu to represent Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary, two young IAS officers are joining us today, Dr. Jayashilan IAS and Dr. Alamel Mangai IAS, GM TUFIDCO, Chief Librarian Anna Central Library, and our hero of the event, inspiring author of the book, Scaling Mount UPSC, Dr. Sajjan Yadav IAS, Additional Secretary to Government of India. Myself, Gayatri Subramani, Deputy Collector, All India Civil Services Coaching Center. I will be hosting this memorable event. I warmly welcome everyone gathered here at Anna Central Library for this special forum, 10th edition of Kudimai Paniyatru Padai, a motivational program jointly organized by All India Civil Services Coaching Center and TUFIDCO. To begin this inspiring evening on a note of respect, it is all raised for Tamil Thai Vazhathu. Please. Every journey begins with a word of welcome, a gesture that sets the tone for warmth and inspiration. May I now invite Dr. Sankara Saravanan, Principal of All India Civil Services Coaching Center, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to all. It's my great privilege to welcome our chief guest, respected Additional Secretary of Union Government, Finance Department, Dr. Sajjan Yadav sir. Sir is 1995 batch IAS officer. Not only an officer, he is a great author, and he has basically share a common bond with him. Both of us are veterinarians. He graduated in veterinary science. And Sir has completed, not only stopped from veterinary science, he has completed his course in London School of Hygiene and another course in USA, MBA in Public Policy, and so many courses he has acquired. Apart from that, he is writing the passion for writing, has written the wonderful book on vaccines. There was growth story of vaccines from cowpox to Maitri. That book has been translated into 16 languages, including Tamil language during Corona period. During Corona period, everybody wanted to know about the vaccine. Vaccine was becoming a very popular everyman terminology. Everybody wanted to know about the vaccines. So at that time, Sir has written that book, very interesting book. It was translated into Tamil and published by Tamil Hindu. I played a crucial role in translating into Tamil. It was very interesting experience. Now also Sir has come up with this important book. It is a bestseller through pen. Scaling Mount UPSC. It is one of the important book. So I'll come to that book later. Then I'll welcome our mission director Sudhagaran. He's also my student and it's a very successfully running the non-Mudhalvan program through which we are offering 7,500 rupees fellowship to 1,000 students every year for preparing for civil service examination for 10 months for the preliminary examination and 25,000 rupees for the main examination, and those who are going for the interview, government is providing 50,000 for the candidates who are going for the interview. So in that way, Tamil Nadu government is nurturing the young talents to enter into civil service. Last year, nearly 57 candidates cleared from Tamil Nadu. This time, 700 students has written the main examination and expecting their results for the interview. I'll congratulate Mr. Sudhagaran and welcome him to this welcome him for this program, and I'll very honored to welcome Dr. Alarmail Mangai IAS, Executive Director, Guidance Cell of Industries Department. He is representing the respected Finance Secretary in the Government of Tamil Nadu, and to honor our respected author and senior civil servant. So Alarmail Mangai also is an IAS officer of 2019 batch. He is my beloved student and he is a medical doctor, MVSC doctor. After that, he has successfully completed civil service examination with Tamil literature as their optional, and he has served as in various capacities in various districts of Tamil Nadu. Now he is working with the Industries Department. And I'll also welcome GM of TUFIDCO. TUFIDCO is the funding agency for this successful program of Kudimai Paniyatrupadai. And I'll also welcome our administrative officer who is eagerly conducting this program and has planned everything for the past 1 week to conduct this program very successfully. Gayatri, he is also my student. I'll welcome Gayatri. And Chief Librarian of this Anna Centenary Library, who is vibrantly working to keep this library very vibrant for the youngsters to read and get so many guidance through the various luminaries of the various fields. So I welcome Chief Librarian of Anna Centenary Library. With them, we are going to collaborate for the future programs also. So it is a great hall having 1,200 capacity. So here the students gathered from various universities, starting from Anna University to Stella Maris College, and beloved students of All India Civil Service Coaching Center, and more than 200 students from various knowledge centers across the 3 districts of Chennai, Kanjipuram and Thiru. I welcome every one of you to this wonderful program. We will all be benefited by the lecture given by our beloved author, and we will be interacting with him. Most of the students have been already read the book and they are waiting to interact with the author with interesting questions. It is a very nice book. It has, Sir has narrated the story of 7 young successful civil servants from various backgrounds. One girl from clerical cadre to civil service, one visually challenged, story of a visually challenged candidate, and one candidate who is studied in IIT and working in America. He is not satisfied with the job or the perks and benefits, and he wanted to do something great. That is, then he decides and enter into civil service. So like that, he has described various interesting stories. So many of the students, our students, All India Civil Service, reading this book for the past 1 week, sir. They are coming and asking the doubts from these books last weeks and all. So they will be interacting with you on various aspects. And one of the important things is, after the story, Sir has given the takeaways from the story. In each story, at the end of the story, because civil service preparation, preparing for the civil service examination is a unique experience. Person A's strategy will not work for person B. Candidate A will follow a strategy, candidate B will follow a strategy. So here you have 7 different background students, how they succeeded the exam. From each, Sir has clearly marked what is the takeaway from this story. And like that moral of the story. Now, when you school days, we will be giving the moral of the story. Like that, each incident, at the end of each incident, Sir has pointed out what are the takeaway from this story. So we can get guidance from that. At the same time, we can get the confidence that many people like us has cleared this exam. So now, with this, I conclude my speech and I'll hand over the stage to Gayatri. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. As a mark of a deep respect, we now take a moment to honor our chief guests and other dignitaries for gracing this occasion with their presence. On behalf of Naan Mudhalvan, now I request Thiru Sudhagaran IRPS to kindly present a memento as a token of our respect and appreciation to our chief guests. On behalf of All India Civil Services Coaching Center, I request Principal Sir to kindly present a memento to the chief guest. On behalf of TUFIDCO, I request General Manager to kindly present the memento to the chief guest. I request Principal Sir to present a memento to Dr. Alumni Mangal IAS. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call upon Dr. Alarmel Mangai, 2019 batch IAS officer, who is currently posted as Executive Director, Guidance Government of Tamil Nadu, who served as Sub-Collector Padmanabhapuram, Additional Collector Salem and Coimbatore.
Good afternoon all. Respected Sajjan Yadav IAS sir, Additional Secretary to Govt of India. Respected Sudhagaran sir, to Saravanan sir and all the dignitaries present on the dais, and to all the aspirants all present here to attend this insightful event. To begin with, it's a very indeed privilege to represent Government of Tamil Nadu and Chief Secretary and Finance Secretary on behalf of them. So thank you for the opportunity given. I would make my conversation both in English and Tamil for aspirants. This journey of UPSC, I am an officer of 2019 batch. I prepared civil service for 4 attempts. I cleared this exam in 4th attempt. I am basically a medical graduate from Thanjavur Medical College. Then I switched to civil service preparation. Then I got cleared in the 4th attempt. This journey of UPSC is not an easy path, but it's definitely an experience worth experiencing. This journey tries to help us identify our own strength and to identify the person whom we are. There has been moments of self-doubt and dejection in this journey. Definitely each one of us who has cleared this exam has gone through this rough paths, but the experience of senior officers like Sajjan sir and the experiences he has written in his book will definitely help us sail through this path in this moment of doubt and dejection. As you all know, our college முடிச்சிட்டு வெளியே வந்தனே, we will all have lot of dreams and aspirations to reach certain heights in life. எல்லாருமே ஒரு கனவுகளோடையும் ஆசையோடையும் இந்த எக்ஸாமை வந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண ஆரம்பிப்போம். எக்ஸாம் ஜேர்னியை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு ப்ரிலிம்ஸ் எழுதுனதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு ஃபெயிலியர் வருது, இல்லை ஒரு ப்ரிலிம்ஸ் கிளியர் பண்ணி அடுத்த மெயின் ஸ்டேஜ்க்கு போகிறோம். அந்த ஸ்டேஜில் வந்து நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு செட்பேக் வருதுன்னா அந்த இடத்துல நம்ம எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரு தடுமாற்றம் இருக்கும். நம்ம கரெக்டாக தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோமா, நம்ம ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுற ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி கரெக்டாக இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரு டவுட் வரும். நம்ம எல்லாத்துக்குமே ஒரு we will all have our own trials and tribulations. At the time we look up to our seniors or to those persons who have already cleared this exam, and we derive the inspiration from them. So this book which sir has written, like Ilakka IAS or the journey of scaling Mount UPSC, sir has highlighted the experiences from 7 young officers who have come from different socio-economic background from Kashmir to Kerala. Sir has narrated his experiences. இதில் 7 டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பீப்புளோட ஜேர்னியை பற்றி சார் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அதில் ஒரு பொண்ணு வந்து ஷி ஹாஸ் பீன் மேரிட் அட் அ வெரி யங் ஏஜ், 21 இயர்ஸில் கல்யாணம் ஆகி ஒரு குழந்தையோட ஷி ஹாஸ் பீன் ப்ரிப்பேரிங். One another guy has been working from US ஒரு நல்ல பொசிஷனில் வேலை பார்த்துட்டு அந்த ஜாபை விட்டுட்டு திருப்பி வந்து இந்தியாவில் வந்து UPSC ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் ஜேர்னியை வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பேக்ரவுண்டில் இருக்கவங்க அவங்களோட ஜேர்னி எப்படி இருந்திருக்கு, அவங்க எந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி அடாப்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிற இந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸஸ் எல்லாமே உங்கள் எல்லாத்துக்குமே இட் வில் பி அ கைடிங் பாத். நாளைக்கு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டவுட் வருது, இந்த ப்ரிப்பரேஷனில் ஒரு தடுமாற்றம் வருது அப்படிங்கிறப்ப யூ கேன் ஆல் கோ பேக் டு திஸ் புக். யூ கேன் ஆல் derive inspiration from the journeys which all they have undergone, and we will all derive strength from others' success stories. So likewise this book is also an path in guiding you towards your journey. And I see myself in your position 7 years back. நானுமே அந்த மாதிரி உங்களை மாதிரி ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து தான் வந்திருக்கேன். So any one of you who is sitting in this auditorium today can be one of the persons here. And I wish sir you in your next book you write their journey also. 7 people from among this audiences. So the only thing which I want to highlight from the book and from my journey as well is that the UPSC exam is a level playing field. எந்த சோஷியோ எக்கனாமிக் பேக்ரவுண்ட் ஆர் எஜுகேஷனல் பேக்ரவுண்ட்லேருந்து வந்தாலும் நமக்கு ஒரு இப்போ நான் ஒரு வில்லேஜ்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன், தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஒரு குக்கிராமத்துலேருந்து வந்திருக்கேனாலும் திஸ் எக்ஸாம் இஸ் எ லெவல் பிளேயிங் ஃபீல்ட். எந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பேக்ரவுண்ட்லேருந்து வந்தவங்க இந்த எக்ஸாம் கிளியர் பண்ணி ஒரு சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் பியூரோக்ராட்டாக வந்திருக்காங்க. அதுக்கான எக்ஸ்பீரியன்சஸ் தான் இந்த புக்கில் இருக்குது. யூ ஜஸ்ட் ஆல் நீட் டு ஹாவ் ஒன் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி, ஒரு கிளியர் பாத் இருக்கணும். எக்ஸாம்ஸ் திருப்பி எழுதி பார்க்கணும், ஒரு மாடல் எக்ஸாம் எழுதி பார்க்கணும், மாக் எக்ஸாம் எழுதி பார்க்கணும், அதில் வர மிஸ்டேக்ஸை வந்து நம்ம கரெக்ஷன் பண்ணணும் சப்சிக்வெண்ட்டாக. ஹார்ட் ஒர்க், பர்சவரன்ஸ், இதெல்லாம் தான் இந்த 7 பேரோட ஜேர்னிலேருந்து சார் இஸ் ட்ரைங் டு டெல் us. So I wish all of you derive lessons from this experience and from all the beautiful infrastructure which is provided by Govt of Tamil Nadu here, be it the Anna Coaching Center or be it this library. This library in itself a place where a lot of people have derived inspiration from. So I wish you all very best and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And now the moment we have been all waiting for. We are deeply honored to have among us our chief guest, who is Additional Secretary Finance, Govt of India. Sir's presence today holds immense significance as this event is dedicated to guiding and inspiring future civil servants. His remarkable career, scholarly insights and his work scaling Mount UPSC perfectly aligned with the event's purpose, motivating aspirants to prepare with a purpose and pursue excellence in public service. It is my honor to now invite Dr. Sajjan Yadav IAS to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good. But you will have to work harder. This low tone won't work. So good afternoon, everyone. Yes, better. So respected Sankara Saravanan sir, the principal of this institute, Mr. Sudhagaran, my colleague from the Govt of Tamil Nadu, and other dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Pratik, our Deputy Secretary Budget. So I think in this very auditorium, I see about 1,000 people. More than that, 1,200. But I don't consider them as people. There are 1,200 dreams. There are 1,200 aspirations. There are 1,200 competitors. Okay? So I feel greatly honored to be with you today. And not because I am an IAS officer, of course I am, but because I immediately go 3 decades back. It is a long time, but to me it seems as if it was yesterday. When I was like one of you. I was, obviously, I had big dream, all of you have. I had a lot of anxiety. Of course, anxiety is important. Lot of insecurity, that is also important. Lot of fear, that is also important. But lot of enthusiasm. Okay, studying in small hostel room, many of you are in college hostels, you study, or institute hostel, or at homes in your room, confined to your room, studying for hours together, 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, doing mock tests, doing answer writing practice. Okay, so I feel one of you when I am here today. And I feel so privileged that this opportunity has been given to me to interact with you, with people with lot of dreams, lot of determination, lot of perseverance, lot of hard work. So I feel really very, very elated today. And definitely this Scaling Mount UPSC, as the title of my book says. Why I have called it Scaling Mount UPSC? Because it is like scaling Mount Everest. What do you need when you want to scale such a high Mount Everest? First of all, you need a big dream. That yes, this is the mountain, this is the highest mountain in the world. I want to scale it, I want to be successful. Similarly, you should have guts to dream that yes, this is Mount UPSC, I am going to scale it, I am going to top it, I am going to crack the civil services exam. So they are very similar. But second, just dreaming is not enough. We all dream, but many times we don't achieve. Then what do we need? A proper planning. You need to plan. If you have to have scaling Mount Everest as a mission or scaling Mount UPSC as a mission, you need, which I'm sure the institute here is helping, and your parents, mentors, guides, they are helping you to make a proper plan. To make a proper strategy. How you will reach, if you have to reach Mount Everest 9,000 meters above the sea level, or UPSC, where there are lakhs of aspirants. I think 12 lakh people appear and 1,000 get selected. Success percentage is very less. But people who have that kind of determination, that yes, success percentage is very less, but then what? People like us only have succeeded in the past. The beautiful smart girl here, she was amongst you few years back in 2018 and she has succeeded. She has scaled that mount. She has overcome all those obstacles which have come in between. Okay, so you have to have that kind of abilities, that kind of confidence in yourself that yes, you can do it. You can scale this Mount UPSC, you can beat the competitors, you can emerge victorious despite the huge syllabus which is there, despite the tough competition which is there. You can still make it. So that is also very, very important. And then a proper schedule. You have to work as per a proper schedule. You can't have a zigzag kind of schedule. Study today, study tomorrow, not study at all, take a break. So have a proper rigorous schedule where you follow it very strictly with discipline. Then only you will succeed. So the more hard work you do here, more you sweat during the preparations, more sleepless nights you spend, more lonely you are there during the preparation. Just focused on your work. That is recipe for success. I am a veterinary doctor. Sir has already told. He is also a veterinary doctor. So we write prescriptions. Even human doctor also, they write prescriptions. So for me, the prescription for success is the same for all the aspirants. As I have told you, a very big dream, determination to make that dream a reality, a proper plan, a good strategy, discipline, hard work, don't give up. So even if you fail, everyone fails. So I was just hearing to her, she said it was a fourth attempt. I got selected in second attempt. I failed in one. But almost every aspirant, almost every successful person fails at some stage during that endeavor. There are very few who are always successful. No. They would have failed sometime, but they had not given up. So in my book, which I have written, Scaling Mount UPSC, I have tried to narrate stories of those successful candidates who are from very, very humble background, from very challenging backgrounds. And that is the beauty of our system. That selection process, how fair it is, how clean it is, that even a person, a child of a rickshaw puller, child of a laborer, child of a farmer, they rise and become civil servants. They rise and become IAS officers, IPS officers, IRS officers. So my book also tells such examples. And many of you, I am sure, are really from very, very challenging backgrounds, very humble backgrounds. Sometimes people who come from very normal background, they sometimes lose confidence. I also come from very small background, from a village in Haryana. So from a very small farmer's family. So I also used to lose confidence that, oh my God, in Delhi people are so smart, or in Mumbai people are so smart, they have all the facilities, they have the coaching centers available. And here I am in a small town without coaching, trying to clear the civil services. That is but natural. But that should only be momentary. Don't lose your confidence. Even if you are from a government school, even if you are from a mediocre academic background, even if you are from a middle class or lower middle class family, because there are so many successful candidates, there are so many successful IAS officers who are from such background, who were like you and me, and then because of their own hard work, because of their determination, because of their discipline, because of their sacrifices, they have become successful. And I'm sure many of you will become successful, and I would get that opportunity to write stories of people who are today in this hall. So that's my, I would say, dream, that one day out of you, next 2-3 years, I will find many successful officers who will be good candidates to write their stories. So in this book, you will find stories of 7 young officers. So I'll tell you briefly, then you can read the book. So the first story in this book is of Minnu PM. Why I have selected her to write my story? Because this girl, she lost her father when she was in class 12. He committed suicide. The family, neighbors, friends started blaming the girl for that suicide. She was at the receiving end, taunts and all the bad things she was being said. But she did not lose herself, her courage, her determination. But because of all this situation, she was married off very early. She had a child. Then on compassionate ground, she got appointed as a junior clerk in Kerala Police. So in a way she was okay, that she had a job, she had a child, she had husband, a family to look after, lot of work at home, to take care of in-laws, to take care of the household, to take care of the child, and to take care of the job. But no, she wanted to achieve something big. And it is also a lesson for all those girls, women who get married off early and then they bury their dreams. They think that it is over for them. Now they have to work for their children, they have to work for in-laws, they have to work for their husband, and their life, their own ambitions are gone. No. There is, if you have time, if you have attempts left, it is never too late. So learn it from Minnu PM. While doing her job as junior clerk, while taking care of her husband, while taking care of the in-laws, taking care of the child, right, she had that kind of determination, that kind of guts to try and write civil services exam. And it took her time because there was a big gap in her studies. She had left the studies, joined police clerk's job. There were 4 to 5 years gap. There was but still she kept preparing very hard, and finally in her 5th attempt she got success. So that's why I chose Minnu to be one of the heroes of my story, my book. So what does Minnu PM tell you? What does her story tells you? That, as sir said, that there are takeaways from the book. So first important lesson is, don't bury your dreams. If you have dreamed to become an IAS officer, don't bury it down because of other compulsions, other circumstances, other responsibilities. That is very, very important. Second is age. Till you are in that qualifying age, it is just a number. It doesn't matter whether you are 21 or you are 30. Okay, so, but you should have that kind of determination. Minnu used to feel a little underconfident, considering that there were other young aspirants who were trying. She thought they would be much better. They are just freshly passed out from college. But no, she still prepared and prepared hard. So that is the second lesson. Third is, obviously, failures are part of success. If you fail, don't give up. If you fail, just analyze what went wrong. What were your weaknesses? Even if it is a mock test, if you score low marks, I am not saying the entire attempt, but sometimes in a mock test you get less marks. Sometimes in your mains answer writing practice you get less marks, you don't do well. It's okay, it's part of life. Failures are part of life, everybody fails. So just concentrate on your weaknesses, concentrate on your low points, and then try again. Use them as springboards. Another important point is CSET. In the prelims there are two papers, as you all know, General Studies and CSET. CSET appears to be easy and many candidates take it very lightly, but that can become disastrous because it is qualifying paper. So don't take totally your attention away from CSET. Then don't fear competitors. Other competitors would look smarter, more working harder, etc., having more resources, more intelligent. No, it is your own determination. Your competition is with yourself, no one else. So you compete with yourself. Do better every day. Doesn't matter who the competitors are. So this is also very, very important. So like this, in every story there are lessons. In every story there is motivation. And because this is a very long journey, this preparing for civil services exam, sometimes it takes years. One cycle itself is more than a year. So during that long journey, sometimes you will feel low, and it is not uncommon to feel low. Almost every candidate at some stage of preparations feels very low, very depressed, thinks that he or she won't. So have some anchor with you like this book. Read story of one of these officers who were facing very similar situation but they succeeded, or some motivational film or some motivational talk that can help you in that. Similarly, there is second story. Second story is, I hope I have time. Second story is of Satyam Gandhi. So why I selected him? Because after reading story of Minnu PM, you should not feel that it always takes 4 attempts, 5 attempts to become an IAS officer. No. I wanted to present a case, a story where in the very first attempt, Satyam Gandhi became an IAS officer. And not only in the very first attempt, straight out of the college, when he started preparations, he was in 3rd year of the college. And in 1 year with intensive study, he could clear the civil services exam, and just at the age of 21, minimum qualifying age, he became an IAS officer. But had Satyam Gandhi not failed, he had also failed. You will say he got selected in first attempt. How come he failed? Before this, he failed in NDA exam, that is for Armed Forces, National Defense Academy exam. He failed in IIT JEE, JEEE exam. So he had also failed. But in IAS, he got through in the first attempt. So again, Satyam's story has many lessons for all of you, for all of us, for all those who wants to be successful. First is that you can achieve a good rank in your first attempt. He got 10th rank in the first attempt. Second, stay organized. He used to prepare very, very meticulously. Time management, very, very important. So we all have 24 hours. How can we make best use of those 24 hours without compromising on our health, without getting demotivated, without compromising on our studies? So that is also very, very important. There is one more lesson in this, that is, don't neglect your optional subject. Select your optional subject very, very carefully and read it also. Give adequate time to your optional subject. Sometimes aspirants are very confident about their optional subject. They will think, oh, I have just studied it in final year graduation just a year back, I know it very well. Or someone from IIT will say, oh, I have studied engineering in IIT, I know everything, and then it leads to failure. So that is also very important. One more thing, there will be lot of taunts. Lot of people will try to humiliate you, sometimes out of jealousy, sometimes out of frustration because they can't do it or they couldn't do it in their time. So sometimes even there are professors, teachers who will scold you, make you target of all such taunts and humiliation, which Satyam was made by in his class. So, but don't bother about such taunts, humiliations, negative things. Just stay away from negative people. If you think someone is trying to obstruct your preparation somehow by making you feel low, feel bad, feel underconfident, avoid that person. And also have very less friends, because friends need investment of lot of time. So you have whole life left for making friends and spending time with friends. Just have a couple of friends, that too who are positive, who are encouraging, who are helpful, so that you have to invest less time and you get their support, their help in your target. So always keep your target in mind. The target is ultimate. Target to crack UPSC, to become IAS, IPS officer, which is your aspiration, is the prime thing. Other things can follow. You will have lot of friends when you are successful. You will have lot of time for family when you are successful. You will have lot of time for relatives after you crack the exam. So during this phase, which is the testing phase, don't get distracted by these things, or social media or YouTube. YouTube has good lessons, but not that those shorts and reels, etc. Then there is one more very, very important, very, very interesting story, and it is very close to me. That is story of Bharat Singh. So who is Bharat Singh? Bharat Singh was son of a domestic help. He was born in a servant's quarter, what we call it, or the quarter of our domestic help, of an IAS officer. Okay, so every bungalow has some quarters for the help staff. So her mother used to work as domestic help. Her father worked in a school as peon. And from that level, from that kind of environment, I would say, just due to his hard work, just due to sacrifice of his parents, just because of his determination, first he became mechanical engineer, got a job in Tata Motors, but then it was not fulfillment of his dream at all. So he took a very big risk. He had just found an honor in the society by becoming an engineer, just got some money as salary after so many years of hardship, but he decided to quit the job. So he quit the job, prepared for 3-4 years again, and became successful. So Bharat's story is very important, but I said this story is very close to my heart. There is another reason for that, and that reason is that Bharat lived in the quarters attached to my bungalow. So I am so happy to see him in that position, and that can happen only in our system of selection, where it is so fair that a boy born in a servant's quarter of an IAS officer can become an IAS officer. A woman who was helping IAS officer's wife in kitchen, that mother of Bharat, now she is living in that bungalow, in that type of bungalow. So it's really very inspiring. So in this I always say that this journey of civil service exam, it is a family's journey, because it's very long, very strenuous, very, I would say, requires lot of investment. So It is not journey of the candidate alone. The family has to support the candidate in his highs and lows, both. There are times of low, you have to encourage your ward, encourage your child that he has, so that he can become successful. So, second, it requires iron will, because people give up, and those give up are gone. I don't want any of you present here to give up and gone. No, don't give up. You have to have that will. You have to face failures. You have to face low marks in some tests. You have to face depression. You have to face other things in life, but don't give up. So, this is very, very, very important. And another thing, there are no shortcuts. There will be many people who will say, oh, study smart, don't study hard. This is bullshit. You have to study smart as well as hard. Some people will give you example, oh, that X studied very hard but failed. This Y did not study at all but he passed. No, there is no such thing. There is no substitute to hard work. Don't rely on other people's notes. Make your own notes. Study yourself. Study hard and study smart, of course. You have to make use of latest tools. You have to make use of latest strategies. So study smart, but also study very, very hard. So this is another thing. So then there is another very, very interesting, touching story in this book, which also has many lessons for all of you. That is story of Anjali Sharma. It was mentioned. Anjali Sharma was a normal girl in Sikkim. Her father was working in some factory as laborer or worker. Her mother is housewife, homemaker. Anjali was normal student, very bright one, but otherwise absolutely normal. But something happened in class 10th. She had some disease, basically brain TB. Because of that, one day she completely lost her eyesight. She became 100% blind. See, if a person who is born blind is still not good, I would say, but he learns from the beginning how to cope up with life without a vision, without an eyesight. But Anjali suddenly lost eyesight when she was about 16 years old. So it was total dark, and she was in such remote corner of the country in Sikkim, no facilities, such challenging undulating terrain. But still she completed her studies. She completed class 12, then she went to college, and not online classes, mind you. She went to a normal physical college where she had to daily commute to the college, daily attend the classes. And then one day her father got her a smartphone. That smartphone was important because college notes were being shared on WhatsApp groups. So that was the turning point. With that smartphone, she got to know that there is YouTube, there are lectures on YouTube, there are lessons on YouTube, there is information about civil services exam on the YouTube. So just by listening to lectures on YouTube, she prepared for this formidable exam. So can you imagine, can you visualize how difficult it would have been for her? How privileged we are. We can see, we can go to coaching center, we can watch video, we can write notes, we can study from the book. But a candidate who is 100% blind, can't see anything, just by listening, she prepared this entire huge formidable syllabus and got selected. So there are so many such examples amongst the successful candidates, amongst the successful IAS, IPS officers. If you will see YouTube or you will search internet, you will find many of them. These are only a sample. But these samples are being presented here so that we can realize, we can reassure ourselves that yes, we can become successful. This exam is difficult, journey is very difficult, but there are people like you, like me, who can be successful in this exam, who can crack the civil services, who can become IAS, IPS, IRS, railway officers, who can change their own destiny, destiny of their family and destiny of people. Because this service provides, I'm in IAS, there are people in IPS, my friend is in IRPS, railway service. So, this service provides so much of opportunities that this journey of 3 to 4 years, this hard work of 3 to 4 years, these sleepless nights of 3 to 4 years, this social isolation of 3 to 4 years, this lows and depressions of 3 to 4 years, they are worth doing. They are worth undertaking because the result is very sweet. Think yourself that you worked hard and became successful, how good your family will feel. What kind of opportunities you will get. It is not about the social status, definitely it comes along. But the kind of diversity which is there in this service, the kind of challenges which are faced by officers day out and day in, the kind of changes they can bring about while doing their normal duty, the kind of dreams, their own dreams and interests which they can pursue, that is immense. Because, see, once you are selected and become IAS officer, after training, the first posting you get is what? Here it is called Deputy Collector, Sub-Collector. Somewhere it is called SDM, Sub-Divisional Officer. Generally, people are in their early 20s when they become, or in late 20s when they become Deputy Collector, Sub-Collector or other things. As a Sub-Collector, that is the first destination, first posting, you have so much of resources at your disposal. Resources means government budget. You have so many people at your disposal, at your command. You have so many experts who can give you so much of advice and work for you. So, if you want to bring a change in society, even in your first posting as sub-collector, you can bring a lot of change. You want to work for people, in your first posting as sub-collector, you can change lives of thousands of people. So, this is the kind of reward which is attached to this hard work, and I am so glad that I see a lot of enthusiasm in this room, in this hall, and I saw this video which was played before, a short while back, and so the kind of good work which is being done by the government, which is being done by the administration to prepare, motivate, I think, lakhs of people every year, prepare thousands of people every year for civil services and other competitive examinations. So, I have not seen this kind of initiatives at this grand level. There are coaching centers of other government institutions or other governments as well, but the way in a systematic manner, in a scientific manner, and with such enthusiasm and support which is being done here, this I think is unmatched. This is not anywhere else. And I feel so fortunate because people from, especially people from the humble backgrounds, people from lower economic groups or middle class families, they get lost for guidance. They want to do it, they want to crack civil services, but sometimes they don't know how to start. Sometimes they don't know what strategies to follow. And many of them can't afford normal coaching centers, which cost a lot. So, this is such a good opportunity that they are giving you test series, they are giving you main exam practice, they are motivating you, there are free lectures. So, please make full use of this opportunity. Please prepare really hard, and I want to see a large number of you, people who are in this auditorium, or those more who are listening to me. to become successful, to become IAS, IPS and other civil services officers. So again I will repeat, it is not difficult, but you should have a big dream, a fire inside you to achieve that dream, a very well planned strategy, hard work with discipline, perseverance. Don't get afraid of failures or don't get bogged down by failures, and even if you fail, restart. So this is the recipe of success. My best wishes to all of you, and once again thank you very much to the finance department and to the government of Tamil Nadu and to the institute for having me here. Thank you, all the best.
Thank you, sir, for the deeply inspiring and thought-provoking address. May I request our moderators to facilitate the interaction sessions?
Yeah, so I'll be very happy if you have any question, any clarification. Yes, please, Mike.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Sir, I have read your book, saying Mount UPSC, and I found the story of Sajjan Yadav IAS to be incredibly inspiring. My question is, Sajjan Yadav IAS, he cracked the exam in his first attempt, but how can an aspirant navigating multiple attempts at UPSC maintain unending focus and embrace challenges? And sir, what specific steps should define an aspirant's belief in their entire process?
Thank you very much. So, see, Satyam's story is really very inspiring and very motivating. It is a dream for all the aspirants to get successful in the first attempt. And Satyam became successful because he started a little in advance, I would say. He started in second year of college. But that is not important. More important was the third year of college when he shut himself in a room which was just 6 feet by 4 feet room and studied almost 15 hours with a very well planned strategy. And secondly, why he did all this? Obviously he wanted to become an IAS officer, but why in the first attempt? And why so soon while studying in the college? Because Satyam knew that his father, who was in family hails from Bihar, his father was taking loan at a very high interest rate from a local moneylender. That interest rate, can you imagine, it was 36%. We get loan at 8%, 9%, it was at 36%. So Satyam thought that there is no time available with him. It is only the first attempt which is available. So that's why it was a sharp, very sharp focus, extreme hard work, and also that kind of motivation, I would say, to show it to his parents that they don't need to borrow more money. But second question is very, very important. How to maintain that kind of focus in multiple attempts? It is difficult, but first let me share with you that this process of civil services, this circle of civil services, is such that once you get into it, you automatically go through that process again and again. So that is by process. Second, don't think that you have to spend 4 attempts. Always focus that you have to spend only 1 year or 1 attempt, at the most 2 attempts. And in that attempt, when you fail, very carefully analyze what went wrong. Second, you have to make very small targets. That is a very important part of the strategy. Because the syllabus is very big. So divide the syllabus into very small logical parts and set a target for each. So when you have target for each, then you don't feel it as a drag. Because when you achieve that target, suppose you have a target for 1 week, you have to do these 5 topics. So once you complete, first you will feel motivated that you have to achieve the target. Second, once you achieve the target, we can celebrate that yes, I have achieved the target, I can do it again. So it's a kind of reassuring yourself again and again, motivating yourself again and again that yes, you can do it. There is no next attempt for you. This is your last attempt, so prepare like your last attempt. Okay? Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. My question is, what are the challenges you faced while writing this book, sir?
While writing this book?
Yes, sir, because gathering the 7 lives together, that's my question.
I think I would not say I did not face any challenge, I would say, because I was so motivated to write their stories. These are such interesting stories, and I could relate to each one of them because their struggle of each one of them was like my struggle. So I come from very similar background, and I'm sure Pratik and other officers and officers who are here, they would also be able to relate to each one of them. So I felt that as if I am writing my own story. And there are no challenges when you write your own story. So I don't think there was a challenge. There was a challenge of time. Of course, I have a busy job. So I have to steal time in between on weekends or after work. So that challenge was definitely there. But in terms of writing, it was very refreshing, very nice, very pleasing experience to write. Another challenge was to write the last chapter of the book, which is on success mantras. Because I am now dated. I appeared in civil services in 1993-94. So the strategies which were used that time were very old. So those strategies I had to cull out while interacting with these 7 children and while interacting with more people. So writing that chapter was a bit challenging because I wanted to present the real correct strategies and success mantras. But writing the stories was very, I would say, enjoying. I enjoyed it and I was very happy to write.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Sir, I had an overview of all the 7 chapters from the book, but one chapter grabbed my attention, and that was the Kashmiri boys' UPSC dream. So my question is, Mr. Vasam cracked the prelims initially, but failed by 2 marks in the subsequent attempt due to overconfidence. Sir, could you please share some strategies that we can implement to prevent overconfidence or self-doubt?
Wasim Ahmed Bhatt.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so Wasim Ahmed, the Kashmiri boy, yeah. So, see, in his first attempt, he had studied with very good planning, very good strategies, very clear focus. So, in his first attempt itself, he got selected, but he got Indian Revenue Service. But in second attempt, he failed in the prelims. That is because he did not give any attention to the prelims preparation in his second attempt. Because initially he was busy preparing for the interview. When the mains result was out, he got an interview call, so he was in dilemma whether to prepare for interview or prepare for the prelims. So he decided to prepare for the interview. And after the selection, because there is the gap between announcement of results and next prelims is usually very small. Very true. In my time, it was only 1 week. So nowadays it is a little bigger, but the gap is very small. So he got busy in that celebrations. First with his friends in the coaching center, then he went to Kashmir in his village. So for many days he celebrated his success. Though he wanted to become IAS, not get satisfied with the revenue service, and give an attempt again. So because of the lack of focus, he failed. So my advice is that don't neglect any stage of this exam. Don't neglect any paper of this exam. If you have to want to give next attempt, then you have to think as if it is your first attempt. You should be as serious as it is your first attempt. So because the preparation strategy is slightly different for the mains, different for the interview, different for the prelims. So you prepare for the next prelims, not thinking that this is your second attempt and in your first attempt you had cleared the prelims. You prepare as if it is your first attempt. You should be that much serious. That much you should focus on your mock test, on your preparations. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Nowadays, as you said, we are coming across so much shorts and short content things on just the perks and powers that an IAS officer gets. But from your 30 years of service in Government of India and Agmut cadre that you have served, we would like also to know about some of the most difficulties that and hardships that an IAS officer faces, and also some of the most satisfying, most satisfying moments that you have personally felt from your service, sir.
Okay. See, in terms of, first is once you get selected, it's a totally different world, both in terms of your daily schedule, in terms of what you are doing, what you are focusing on. So, in terms of work, I would say I did not face any hardship. Hardship is not the correct word. So, I did not face any hardship, I would say. I enjoyed working in the last 3 decades, at almost 30 plus years. So, that is one. Second, see, if you are focusing to become an IAS officer, or you want to become an IAS officer just because of the perks attached, so please don't do it, I would say. It is, if you really want to work for people, work for society, work for students, for children, for women, ready to face those kind of challenges, then only you should attempt. Perks are there, sometimes they are not there. So don't target to become IAS officer just because of perks, because many times you will get disappointed. Perks are very temporary things, they are not IAS specific or they are not person specific, they are post specific. So if you are in a sensitive post where there is a threat to you, then you may get more police officers protecting you, or if you are in a sensitive area, then you will have more perks. So these are all totally different. Now, satisfying moments, I would say. In a routine way, I will say each day is satisfying. Because every day you get opportunity to do good for someone. Every day when you clear a file or you resolve a person's problem, you will be happy going home. But sometimes there are bigger satisfactions. Sometimes there are incidents when you remember for life. Daily things you don't remember for life. So there are many things, but one I remember very often is that when in Arunachal Pradesh, in one of the districts, I had freed about 6,000 bonded laborers in 1 month. So that was satisfying. That kind of satisfaction you won't get anywhere in any job. How much paying the job might be. But this kind of work for the society, not only release bonded laborers, but we identified land for them, made houses for them, gave them skill training. So it was a comprehensive kind of package. So at least 6,000 families, their life changed. So you can bring changes to lives of people. So my humble appeal once more is, don't target to become IAS officer just because you want some perks. Perks are attached, but if you really want to serve people, then only you should aspire to become IAS. Thank you.
One last question.
Sir, my name is Yadu Krishna. I am coming from Government Arts College for Men, Nandanam. I am studying MSc Mathematics first year. So you have mentioned about the vast syllabus and how anxiety and loneliness can affect the overall preparation of the exam. But the way that even motivation may not be enough for some students. We may have to maintain the flow, maintain the discipline. But it's actually easier said than done. Most students face these difficulties even if they divide the syllabus into parts. So what is your suggestion for that? How to be consistent?
Okay. I think that is a very big challenge.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, for everyone. It was for me, it was for you. Because preparation sometimes become very boring. You have to keep studying, 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, no break. Okay. And sometimes low scores, less friends, sometimes without family. It is very difficult, I would admit, and you should also admit it is difficult. But how to maintain your consistency, maintain your motivation? First thing I would say, which I had told her also, that break your target into smaller targets. The syllabus, if you will look at the syllabus, it will look huge. If you will see the list of readings, then it will be piles of books. So that can depress you, that can demotivate you. So don't think about the entire syllabus. Just break it down into logical parts, achieve that part, and be happy. Second, have some time during the day, 45 minutes to 1 hour or half an hour, to take care of your health, to exercise, to do yoga, or to chat with friends, to refresh yourself. So that is the second thing, important thing I would say, it is there. Third, have something very motivational in mind. Like Minu came, I will tell you that Kerala Junior Club girl, when she used to feel depressed, she used to watch a movie. That movie was around a collector, or what we call it, collector in Tamil Nadu also. So that collector who worked hard, who changed lives of people, who fought with politicians, quote unquote, and who faced so many challenges and ultimately became very successful. So watching that movie for a while used to motivate her. Or read some book, read some story, whatever motivates you, or meditate and think about your family, how happy they will be when you are successful, how happy you will be when you are successful, what all good things you will be able to do for people when you are successful. So all these small things can help you keep consistency, keep your motivation.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, one more, yes.
Sir, my question is from the chapter 3 about Bharat Singh IAS. His mother was like, she was like hell bent on giving a very English kind of education, and UPSC is also mostly favored for like English candidates. How do regional aspirants navigate those those difficulties they face with English? And whenever he got independence, he got like very lethargic attitude, and he motivated himself again to come back into that prep style. So how do you advise to these UPSC aspirants who generally have like their first taste of independence from their home, during preparation? And one more question will be since he was associated with the coaching center, he got butchered in his first interview. The panel were grilling why you have joined coaching interviews. So how do we face those kind of pressure in the exam hall at all the 3 stages of the exam, be it for prelims, mains, or interview? Because many candidates, since they are not able to face the pressure, they are not able to perform well in the exam. regularly like they do. So this will be mine.
Okay, thank you. I think if I have understood it correctly, first thing you want to use, you are saying about the regional languages.
Yeah, sir. Regional language barrier.
See, the UPSC provides you facility to write the exam in any of the languages in the schedule. So it is not only people who have studied English or who have studied in a coaching center or who had studied in Delhi crack the exam. It is people who write regional languages or study regional literature. There are so many successful people who have appeared in the exam writing exam in Tamil or Tamil literature. So you have to clear only one compulsory paper of English. That too is very qualifying. That too is, I think, you have to score just 33% marks in a metric level syllabus, in a class 10 level syllabus. So that is very basic English which is needed. If you have studied in a regional language, you can write the exam in the regional language for the optionals as well as for the general studies as well as essays. So it is not at all compulsory to write the exam in English. Bharat's case was different. He went to a better school, you would say, not say English school, because his father used to work in that school as peon. So he there thought, if his son goes to that school, probably he will become more successful in his career. And which ultimately turned out to be, because Bharat got motivated from other students who were there in that school, because that Sanskrit school is civil services school. More than 50% of the students are children of civil services officers. So, although he faced a lot of challenges initially in adapting to that environment, but it was a blessing in disguise because ultimately he got motivated by seeing their parents coming to school in big cars, in police uniform and other things. So it was good. So that is one. Second one is about coaching, you are saying?
Second one is about like independence. Independence, sir. Like after he got into the Tata Motors, he did some activities which affected his health, and one day he really like he thought like, okay, this is not the lifestyle I should live. So which motivated him to like study for UPSC.
Yes. So initially, after passing his engineering, he got a placement in Tata Motors. And considering his background, it was a very big jump. Because from that kind of background, from a domestic health quarter to a manager in Tata Motors, was very good. So initially he was happy. But one day he was very ill. He fell sick. That day somehow he thought that this is not the life which I wanted. I wanted to become an IAS officer. So sometimes your dream gets buried under many other things. So joining Tata Motors, his dream got buried somewhere, but again it came out. And he thought that if I die, because he was very sick, he thought if I die, what will happen to my family, who will take care of them? So I have to be healthy, first thing. Second, I have to work hard and succeed in civil services so that my family's fortunes also change. I also get a better work environment. That's why he decided to quit. So that was the reason. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for patiently addressing the questions and for your valuable insights. As we draw this enlightening event to a close, it is time to express our gratitude to all who made this event possible. To deliver the vote of thanks, I would like to call upon a dynamic leader whose vision and commitment have transformed the landscape of Tamil Nadu. It is my privilege to now invite Thiru Sudhagaran, IRPS, Mission Director of Naan Mudhalvan Competitive Exams and Additional Director Competitive Exams to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Additional Secretary Finance, Government of India, our Chief Guest, Sri Sajjan Yadav sir, Thiru Jayseelan IAS, Joint Commissioner, Chennai Corporation, Thiru Pradeep Dayal IAS, Ms. Alamel Mangai IAS, ED Guidance, GM TUFIDCO, Dr. Sankara Saravanan, Sir, Principal AICSSC, my dear students, good evening to one and all present here. As a Mission Director of Mudhalvan Competitive Exams Vertical, I feel delighted to be part of this function. Our chief guest, Sajjan Yadav sir, has been source of motivation for civil service aspirants across the country. Sir has given insightful, motivating and vibrant speech which will continue to resonate in the minds of civil service aspirants gathered here and also those who are watching through online live stream. Through his book, Scaling Mount, Sir has demonstrated how people from different backgrounds with different kinds of struggles march towards their aspiration to become a civil servant in a determined fashion. By reading their journey, we can discern that there is no one single path of success, and every achiever has unique story of his or her own, and so is going to be your own path to success. I sincerely thank our chief guest, Sri Sajjan Yadav sir, for sparing his time to participate in our program and motivating young civil service aspirants of Tamil Nadu for their success in civil service journey. I thank DS Budget, Pradeep Dayal sir, and GM TUFIDCO for their support for our initiatives. I thank Thiru Jayseelan sir, Joint Commissioner, Chennai Corporation, Thiru Ms. Alamel Mangai, ED Guidance for their gracious presence. I thank Principal AICSSC Dr. Sankara Saravanan sir for organizing Kurim Piatup, a series of enlightening lectures with speakers motivating civil service aspirants. And I thank our administrative officer Gayatri ma'am for organizing such an event in a successful way, and also staff members of AICSSC and non-Mudhalvan team. And a student has asked about how to maintain consistency. Sir has given very detailed answer. I wish to give my part. My dear friend, we have series of lectures in our YouTube channel. I request you to watch the series of lectures and enter into non-Mudhalvan scheme and AICSSC, and all the consistency we will take care of us. Don't worry, come join with us in AICSSC. Will help you to maintain the consistency. I thank all aspirants gathered here for their active participation in the question and answer session and making this program an eventful one. I thank ACL Library and Chief Librarian Madam for providing the space and helping us to organize this program in a grand way. Thank you one and all. Thank you all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before we conclude, may I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभाशिष मागे गागे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
With that, we conclude today's program, the 10th session of Kudimai Paniyatrupadai. Thank you all. Selva. ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட் பேண்ட்ரியில் இருக்கு. நீங்கள் டீயும் வாட்டர் பாட்டில் இருக்கு, எல்லாரும் போய் சாப்பிடலாம். அண்ட் ஏஐசிஎஸ்சி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் மட்டும் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, வெயிட் பண்ணுங்கன்னா ஸ்நாக்ஸ் சாப்பிட்டு திருப்பி வாங்க. தேங்க்ஸ், எல்லாம் ரொம்ப சைலண்டாக இருந்ததுக்கு. வாட்டர் பாட்டில்ஸ் நீங்கள் குடிச்ச வாட்டர் பாட்டில்ஸை இங்கே வச்சிடாதீங்க, சரிங்களா? எடுத்து டஸ்ட்பினில் போட்டுருங்க. பிரசன்னா ஓகேவா? தேங்க்ஸ்.